Good morning, everybody. I'm Amy Hughes, and welcome back to my kitchen on the beautiful Isle of Hope near Savannah, Georgia. Well, the inspiration for today's recipe came from two places. First, from the Philadelphia cream cheese pineapple flavor. I love this stuff. It reminds me of those little cream cheese sandwiches that you have at tea parties and weddings and things. So I love this, so I was looking for a way to incorporate that into a recipe. And then my weekly farm box arrived. We were in a bit of a vegetable rut in our house, so I subscribed to a weekly farm box where they deliver you a basket full of organic produce every week. And so this week, we got these gorgeous carrots. Aren't they beautiful? You can see we've got purple and orange and yellow carrots. And I thought, ooh, what if we made some carrot cupcakes with delicious Philadelphia cream cheese pineapple icing. And then what if we threw in a little bit of crystallized ginger to make it extra special? So that's exactly what we're going to do. So the first step for our cupcakes is to whisk together our dry ingredients. So we're taking 2 cups of plain flour, a half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of ginger, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then we're going to add a little bit of nutmeg. Now I'd say it's probably about a 1/4 teaspoon that we're going to add, but I like to grate fresh nutmeg in there because it's just kind of fun. It makes it feel like Christmas. That's good, just enough to give it that smell. And now we're just going to whisk it together. And we'll move on over to the food processor and whisk up our carrots. Well, it would be really nice to use these organic carrots. We're not going to today because we only have an hour to make our recipe. So we're going to use shredded carrots from the grocery store, about 2 cups. And I'm going to put them in the food processor for just a minute so that they can get nice and a little bit more finely chopped. Now we're going to mix together the rest of the ingredients. We're going to take 2/3 cup of canola oil, put it in our mixer. Using the canola oil actually makes this recipe a little bit healthier. Then we're going to take 2/3 cup of sugar. This is brown sugar, and then 2/3 cup of plain sugar. And we're going to mix this up in our mixer till it's nice and combined. Next, we're going to add 2 eggs. We'll add them one at a time and beat for about a minute after each, and then we'll add 2 teaspoonsful of vanilla. Our eggs and our vanilla are all nice incorporated into the batter, so now we're going to add in the dry ingredients, the flour that's seasoned with the cinnamon and the ginger. It smells so good. So we're going to put that in there and slowly mix it up on a nice slow speed of the mixer. Our dry ingredients are incorporated into the batter, so now we're going to stir in 1½ cups of our shredded carrots, an 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple. Now you don't need to drain it because that juice is going to make these cupcakes moist. And then a 1/4 cup of crystallized ginger. Oh, I just love this stuff. We're going to stir that up, and then we're going to put it in our muffin tin. Bake your cupcakes at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. While our cupcakes are baking, we're going to go ahead and make our icing. So we're going to take 2 tubs of this delicious Philadelphia cream cheese pineapple flavor. Let's get every drop out of that. And we're going to put that into our mixer with 6 tablespoons of salted butter. So there's our 2 tubs, and here's our 6 tablespoons of salted butter. We're going to whip that up in the mixer for about 2 or 3 minutes until it's nice and fluffy, and then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons full of Mexican vanilla. After that's nice and incorporated, We're going to add in 5 cups of powdered sugar one at a time, and then we'll have this wonderful Philadelphia cream cheese icing. Now the easiest way to ice these cupcakes is to use a pastry bag and just put your icing in there, that delicious Philadelphia cream cheese pineapple icing. Swirl it on there just like that. See how easy that is? I'm taking these cupcakes to a luncheon in a few minutes for my friends at Chatham-Savannah Citizen Advocacy. It's a really cool group that matches up people, you know, working people with people who have disabilities to make sure that the person with disabilities doesn't really fall through the cracks. And so the working person serves as an advocate for the person, and the other person serves as a protege. And it's an awesome group, and they're going to love these cupcakes. So here we go. Got that on there. See how pretty that is? And now here's the final touch. Some crystallized ginger. That just makes it so beautiful and delicious. And we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of that onto each cupcake. And it'll give it just a little hint of sweetness. And it will make them so delicious. As a matter of fact, I'm going to eat one right now before I take them to this meeting so I can taste test them, because they look so good and they smell so good. And this icing, oh, it smells like a pina colada. It smells so good. I'm going to snitch one of these cupcakes before I go to my meeting. They look so delicious. Look at that creamy icing. Yum. Oh, and it smells so fragrant with that ginger in there. Mmm. 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 Oh, I love these. I think you'll love them too. I hope you'll try them at home with your family. And here's a new use for that Philadelphia cream cheese pineapple flavor. Mmm. Pineapple, ginger, carrots, cream cheese. It's a winning combination. Yum!